Vanity Wonder, who is the author of the new book Shot Girls.
The reason why I call the book Shot Girls is because girls that get shots, they're always, girls that get shots. The pictures that I put on there because a lot of the girls that are in the pictures have got shots. Except for the ones from my childhood pictures, and so I just felt that name Shot Girls just embodied the culture of all these women getting shots, and so that's the reason why I called it Shot Girls.
So how has your body changed since you've had these butt shots? Like, how much bigger has your butt gone?
I'm going to say, in a matter of inches,
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe 20, maybe more.
All right, this is Vanity Wonder. Okay, she's probably one of the earliest, the BBL type models from back in the day. And I remember seeing her and shit, and just, you know, tripping balls because she had such a huge ass and such skinny, really skinny legs and shit. She was like an influencer, I guess you could say. Yeah, she was, and I'll give her credit. When her shit hit the fan, I didn't hear her really blaming any black men for that. And, I applaud her for that and shit. But she was taking those illegal butt injections, those backroom butt shots, or what they call a fix-a-flat and everything. Was getting injected in there, and she went I think she ended up with like a 50 plus inch ass or something. And whatever. I was watching it. I seen her there, obviously, and shit. I'm a guy and everything. I seen the model. I seen all her photos and shit. I'm gonna put a collage up, and I just thought, the first thing I thought when I saw her was that I thought she was an adult film star and shit. Because at that time, it was, I had heard rumors about the butt implant and everything, and laughed about it and shit. And I just said like, oh, if they do that, a bunch of like ratchet, skinny hoes is gonna be injecting shit, putting shit all up in their ass. They're gonna have like these giant asses, and unfortunately in 2023 we've seen the results of that. Okay, it's fucking ridiculous. I laugh sometimes when I think about it and shit. I don't think I've ever been with a woman that had a butt implant or nothing, but I've been with women that had huge implants and shit. I've been with a lot of women in Los Angeles that were enhanced one way or another. It's just, it's hilarious and shit. But like she made her dime as much as she could, and modeled and everything, and had some appearances on I guess Talk TV, the lower tier of that. She made her money, and then she decided to talk about some concerns that she had. She had health concerns and shit. And I think she's had a reduction. I haven't seen her since that time. I don't know if she put out any photos or anything of what she probably looks like now. But yeah, I remember thinking I was stupid as fuck because like you would know because the chick couldn't do anything about her thighs. They didn't have a thigh implant and shit. The female like smart women just did a minor surgery and shit, and then gained weight or something to get weight training or something. So you really wouldn't know. The smart ones. But the more ratchet sisters, they went for these giant boulder-sized asses and shit. It's fucking ridiculous. And I remember I started seeing that when I was living in Los Angeles and shit. I started seeing that around, and mostly in the adult industry. There was a couple of models that just got these ridiculously huge asses, and it's just like nobody ever talked about it. It was like the black woman immunity shield or something. It was like that cloak of invisibility that the sisters enjoy in our ethnic community, just spread out across the diaspora. And nobody really was tripping on it back in the day. They just was saying, "Oh man, she got a huge ass and this and that." And it's like, oh, the chick was like a buck 05 soaking wet and shit, back in the day, and she just pops up with this giant boulder ass, and you see it like some of these adult film stars, doing this shit with these ridiculous looking asses, and it never stopped. Just never stopped. It just got worse every fucking year. It got worse until you don't, you just kind of shake your fucking head. Back in the day, before they were doing this, when you saw somebody that was built a certain way, it was like, it was something special and shit. And it's just not now. It's not that. So I wanted to start my little, whatever you want to call this documentary or whatever, by talking about Vanity Wonder and shit. She was one of the earliest women that copped to, injecting shit in her butt, to fix it flat or whatever. She just had a huge ass, and I remember looking at her a couple of times and just, like, yeah, whatever, because I thought she was an adult film star. Then that she wasn't doing that, and then other adult film stars started inflating their asses, so I was looking at them and shit, and just kept it a buck, you know. I just hate, I hate the fact of that, that Stockholm syndrome that runs rampant in our community and shit, where the women act like these petulant children, and they are mentally and shit, on a certain level, where they just assign blame to us, even the shit that we couldn't possibly be involved with, and that's why you see things like this. They do this shit, and then they pin their issues on us. And they're talking about, oh, I have a bad body image and shit because my ass is too small. That's what black guys won't look at me if I don't have this kind of ass, and a white woman disguised, wearing that like horse hair and shit and those fucking lashes, and it's all glamour. It's all glamour. Some women know how to use it appropriately and shit. Others abuse it. All right, and now you have filters and other things, digitally speaking and shit, that makes it even worse. Okay. So this is a Vanity Wonder shit. She shoved her shit up in her ass.
This message has been paid for by the Dusties. Yes, the niggas you love to hate.
I don't cite any male reasons as the reason why I did it, or attention reasons, just because I had never really been a, vixen, voluptuous, somebody that guys, go after, So it wasn't even, it was just because I was like, let's do it, whatever. And, it was just something to do.
These BBLs killing y'all. And the thighs don't match. Well, turn to your neighbor and say, these BBLs killing y'all.